asking is, did you imply to her that you were stalking her or you were watching somewhere?
I'd be like, well, could you leave the curtain open so I could see more?
This is 37-year-old Priscilla Dawn Hauk, a lesbian obsessed with her secret crush, Stephanie. So much so that Priscilla would end up taking the life of Stephanie's boyfriend.
Why do you think we're here talking with you?
With me?
Yeah.
Because I didn't like him.
And he ended up dead?
Yes.
But what Priscilla doesn't realize is that cold-blooded murder doesn't lead to a romantic fairy tale. It leads to a jail cell. And very soon, detectives will begin to realize that sitting in front of them is nothing but a monster.
What I need right now from you is for you to tell me the truth about everything. I don't like you. None of us like you. You're a piece of shit.
I don't like the guy, but I feel bad because that's somebody's son. That's somebody's family.
On November 11, 2015, shortly after 8 a.m., Pinellas County Sheriff's Office responded to a 911 call.
911, is this a police, fire, or medical emergency?
Yeah, it looks like somebody's dead outside. He's laying in the yard. There's blood in the back of his head, and he's not moving.
Okay.
The body belonged to 24-year-old Chris Rotenberger, who was shot at point-blank range in the prime of his life in his own front yard. Chris, who worked as a dishwasher, had found a new purpose in his life when he learned that his on-again, off-again high school sweetheart, Stephanie Dalrymple, was pregnant. He was eager to become the father figure that he had never had growing up. Tragically, he was never given that chance. Soon after police arrived on the scene, they realized they had a big problem. There were no tire tracks at the scene, no fibers, no weapon, and no fingerprints. The shooter had vanished without a trace, leaving law enforcement with no suspects. That is, until Stephanie's mother pulled police aside at the crime scene. She told officers that Stephanie's manager at McDonald's, Priscilla Dawn Hauk, had developed an unhealthy obsession with her daughter. Though the two had had a brief fling, Stephanie had expressed she wasn't interested any longer, and it seemed that Dawn still remained concerningly overprotective. Armed with that information, detectives brought Dawn in for questioning. The footage that you are about to see was provided to our team by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office via a FOIA request. Despite conveniently coming pre-dressed for jail in black and white stripes, police have nothing definitive linking Dawn to the crime. Not to worry though. As you're about to see, Dawn hands them those much-needed links on a silver platter.
Obviously, you said you spoke to Stephanie earlier, right?
I think she called me a little over an hour ago.
Okay. What did she tell you?
I could barely understand what she said at first. And then she said something happened to Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And then she said, you guys want to tell her? And then she said he was dead. And then she said something about, I want to lose the baby.
Why would she lose the baby?
Because I guess it's a high-risk pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
She told me she wasn't supposed to be able to get pregnant. So yes, she's been worried about that.
Was that the first time you heard about Chris dying?
Yeah.
You didn't see anything on the news?
I haven't even watched the news.
Right. What's her relationship like with Chris?
Who's hers?
Yeah. Be honest with us, please.
Honestly, from what I understand, they're on again, off again kind of relationship.
Is it violence ever?
As far as I know, they're not together. She just told me that she slept with him and got pregnant. But, I mean...
In the past, has there ever been violence between the two of them?
Yes.
When was that?
It was right before she moved out. We both closed that night, and then I went home, she went home. We were supposed to hang out, but she called me, she was crying, and she was begging me to come get her. So by the time I got to her place, she was actually walking down the street, and I picked her up.
What place was this?
Over there where she used to live with, in Seminole.
With
Chris, yes.
What did she tell you when she was crying? You picked her up. She said she'd already left the house.
She was walking. I picked her up. She said that he had hit her. I was driving away, and then she said that she had tried to call me a few minutes before that he had got her phone and threw it. She had went and found it. We got maybe 2 minutes down the road. I can't remember if he called her or she called him. But he made contact letting her know that he was throwing all her stuff out. She said she had to go back because all she had was her clothes. So I told her it was a bad idea, but I took her back. And I sat outside when she went in to get her stuff, and he had the door open and he was just throwing the stuff out. And she went inside and she was trying to get her stuff, and I could hear them, and he was screaming at her. And then all of a sudden he slammed the door. And I could hear him yelling at her saying, "You're my property, I own you, you're not going anywhere."
That's what he said to her.
Yes. She's like, "It's over." I could hear her screaming back. She said, "It's over and I'm leaving." He's like, "No, you're not." So I called her. I was like, "What's going on?" She calmly said everything was okay. She was just getting her stuff. I was like, "I know better." She's like, "I'll be right out." I said, "Okay." I get off the phone. I hear them screaming more. I called her back. She said, "Everything's okay. She's about to come out." I was like, "I can hear everything that you guys are saying out here. I know what he's saying. He's not letting you out." She's like, "I'll be out in a few minutes." Next thing I know, I seen him run out the front door. He ran out the door and went that way in front of her car. And then I seen her start to run this way. So I go to get out my truck to walk around to the back of it. I thought she tripped. But she said that he tackled her. By the time I got around the back of my truck, where I could see what's going on, walking over to him, he was above her like he was about to hit her. And he looked up and he seen me. And I think he even said my name. And I walked on over and she was looking at me and she held up her hand and I helped her up. And he looked like he wanted to come around me to get to her. She was trying to get back to her car. I was like, "Just get in the truck." And she's like, "My car." I was like, "Just get in the truck." So she gets in the truck. She's like, "Just please lock my car." So I locked the car. I got in my truck and we went to IHOP. We sat there. I tried to talk to her, calm her down. Obviously, I guess he was using one of his roommates' phone or something, because she said he didn't have a phone, but they were texting. I don't know what they were saying, but they were texting. She went to her parents' house. And then I think 2 days later, she said her brothers went with her to pick up her stuff.
Dawn is doing her best to paint Chris in a negative light for law enforcement here. We may never really know what happened on that night in August, though it's worth noting that neither Stephanie nor any of Chris's 4 roommates have corroborated the story of a violent fight. What we do know is that Chris and Stephanie had begun butting heads over the general stress of adulthood. Both of them worked relatively low-paying entry jobs, and they struggled to make ends meet. Yet when Stephanie learned she was pregnant, she was fully set on committing to building a future with Chris, and Chris was overjoyed to be Stephanie's partner and the father of her child.
What's your relationship with her?
We're friends.
Okay. Have you ever been romantic?
Yes.
How long did that last for?
No.
Why did that end?
Because I seen her and Chris, how they go back and forth. And she's even told me that they've been together 6 years. And I knew that that was a relationship that was just going to keep going back and forth.
And you accepted that?
Yeah.
Did you love her?
Did I love her?
Do you love her?
I care about her. I want her to be happy.
Did you want to be with her?
No, not like that.
Not like that?
No.
Like what?
I mean, like, we talked, and I told her, I'm like, "You're not ready." I was like, "Honestly, I see you guys ending up back together."
Take Chris out of the picture. Just you and her. Would you have wanted to stay with her?
I can't answer that because I don't ever think I'm ready for a relationship. I mean, I care about her. I told her I'll be there for her. I mean, she was there for me when I needed her. So, yeah, I'll be there for her. But
when did you need her?
neither one of us ready for a relationship.
When was she there for you?
Well, I lost my mom to cancer a few years ago, so that's really hard for me. And this year, right before her birthday, I got a phone call from back home. And it was my uncle letting me know that her trust fund, stock that she had with Publix, since it had been sitting there so long and hadn't been touched, that they were going to cash it in. So he needed me to drive back home to sign the paperwork and everything, so my brother and I could get the money. It happened to be the weekend that my mom passed away, or her birthday. So it was really hard on me, and it's not really the same when I go back home without my mom being there. I mean, it's home, but it doesn't feel like home. It was really hard on me, and she volunteered to come with me.
Did your relationship with her start before she moved out of the house with Chris and moved in with her parents?
We were hanging out a lot.
Talk about the intimate part of your relationship.
We slept together on her birthday, yes.
She used to live with Chris?
Yes. But she told me that they were already separated, whatever. I don't know.
Is that what caused them to fight that day you went over there and picked her up?
No.
No? How do you know? What'd she tell you caused that fight?
Honestly, it was over marijuana.
You smoke marijuana?
No.
Does Stephanie smoke marijuana?
Yes.
Okay. A lot of the questions we're asking we already know the answer to, so don't feel bad for answering. All right. What caused them to fight over marijuana that day?
I don't know. She said that it was hers. She had bought it, but he said it was his. Is what she told me.
How often does she smoke, or did she smoke?
I don't know how often she smokes. I mean, it sounded like when she lived there, they smoked a lot. And then when they had that fight that night, she told me that she's never seen him like that before, that she thought he was on something else.
You know if she smokes that marijuana wax, dab, or whatever it's called?
I don't even know what that means.
I do know what that means, but I'm here to explain crimes that are appropriate for YouTube, like apparently murder. When Chris's body was discovered, there was a bag of this substance in his pocket. Initially, this led law enforcement to believe that his death may have been from a deal gone bad. However, throughout their investigation, detectives found no evidence linking Chris to any other forms of illegal activity.
When was the last time you physically saw Stephanie?
She came up to my... No, the last time I seen her was... I think the last night she worked there. I went there to take a cake. Me and Sean were supposed to go there to give it to her along with her card. Sean didn't show up. I ended up getting stuck in the store because I forgot my keys. And I had to sit in there until it was time for them to leave. That was the last time I saw her.
Who's Sean?
Sean's another manager.
Have you ever met Chris, talked with Chris, hung out with Chris?
No, the closest I came to Chris was that night when I went over to help her off the ground.
How do you know your name?
Because he used to sit outside the job and wait for her.
At Treasure
Treasure
Island?
Island, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, him and his friends used to sit outside and wait for her to get off.
When did you guys start working together there?
At Treasure Island?
Mm-hmm.
She was already there when I got there.
When did you say that was?
April.
April, okay. What did you think about the way Chris treated her?
Well, at first she didn't talk about it. Sean was the first one to tell me that, I mean, you could tell she wasn't happy. And Sean told me that she opened up to him and said that Chris cheated on her. And then finally she talked to me and said that he cheated on her. And I asked the same question everybody else did. You know, why are you with him? She's like, because I love him. I'm like, okay, well, I was like, when you've had enough, then you'll leave him.
Did you hate him?
Do I hate him? No. I don't like him, or I didn't like him for the way that, for what I seen that night. You gotta understand, I came from growing up, my mom married a man who was like an abusive stepdad, so it was just, any man that's gonna hit a woman, no, I don't like. Do I hate him? No, I don't know him. I just don't like him. I don't like what I saw. But then again, she said he was on something, so is he like that or was he like that? I don't know, because I don't know him. I didn't know him.
What about Sean? Sean hate him?
Sean hate him? No. Sean didn't like him either.
Did you ever text, when you and Stephanie were together, did you ever send Chris any text messages, Facebook messages, any communication directly between you and him at all?
Yes.
When was that?
Time frame? I think I still have it in my private message.
On Facebook?
Yes.
What'd you tell him?
I told him that none of us liked him.
Did you threaten him at all?
No.
No. Can I see those messages? Do you mind?
What spurred the messages? Why did you send them?
Because I like Florida State. I'm from Florida State. I put something on her page, and then he went on there and liked it. And I asked him, you know, not to click on any of my stuff or like any of my stuff.
Did he respond to you?
Yeah, he started saying some nasty stuff about Stephanie on there, and it was on her page, and all of her people could see it, my people could see it. So he started getting nasty, so I deleted it, and we just private messaged.
Besides Facebook, did you communicate with him any other ways?
Just that one time. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And what I meant by that was I would have him trespass so he couldn't come back to TI on the property.
You did have him trespass?
No, that's what I'm talking about here. If he doesn't stop, we're going to have problems. Meaning, I'm going to have him trespass off the property so he doesn't even come back on the property. Because that's what they used to do. They used to sit there on the property, him and sometimes 2 or 3 other guys would sit there and wait for her to get off.
It's in her car, or
It would
maybe you
depend
got
if he
some
had the guys with
outside
him.
tables or something like that.
We don't have any tables.
These are the only messages you two ever sent each other?
That was it. And that's the only time I've seen him was when he would wait for her.
I'm not saying you're lying, but I mean, if there's more than this trespass thing, we don't care. We just got to know. I mean, because don't go on Stephanie's Facebook and like any of her comments or anything that I put up. I don't like you, none. I don't like you. None of us like you. You're a piece of shit. Forever put your hands on her. So keep your mouth shut before you and I have problems. Got it, you piece of shit? His response. Don't talk to me. Your response. Shut up, you little. I don't want shit to do with you, little. Keep your opinion and your comments to yourself, and we'll be alright. If not, then we got problems, you piece of shit. somebody that's worked the street for a long time, has been around a little bit, it doesn't sound like I'm having somebody trespass in the McDonald's on Treasure Island. Would you say that's fair? We're both intelligent people, right?
What do you mean?
We're both smart people, right?
Okay.
Me and you. Detective Cyrus, we're all smart, right?
Okay.
Meaning you sounded a little more upset in there.
A little more upset
Yeah, I
than
was pissed off.
you're going to have him trespass. What kind of problems were you talking about?
That's what that's the only thing I'm talking about. Like, we're gonna have problems. Like, you pissed me off, so I'm gonna trespass you. That's the only time I ever seen him, was when he sat there on the property. Even when me and Sean went and picked up Stephanie, I never really seen him.
So when you hang out with Stephanie, was Sean always around?
Majority of the time he was. I mean, she wasn't even always there when we picked her up. She was at her parents' house sometimes.
I just don't get that you and I are going to have problems and saying you're going to trespass them. And that's not really a problem. From some dirt merchant that's beating up his girlfriend and smoking weed all the time, getting trespassed from McDonald's, is that a huge problem? I'm just asking.
I don't understand what you mean.
We got to explain things, right?
Right.
We have a boss. We have a state attorney's office. We have prosecutors. We have doctors at the MD's office. We got a lot of things we have to explain. Okay. And if I go tell my boss, yeah, she said those messages on Facebook were about trespassing from Treasure Island, he's probably gonna tell me I'm an idiot, and I'll be back driving a green and white cruiser tomorrow.
You're right. Yeah, I said that in anger.
Okay.
But that's all I can do is trespass him. I mean,
A lot of us say things in anger, right?
yeah,
Usually when you're angry or when you're drunk is when your true feelings come out sometimes, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, would you have hurt him if you saw him hurt her again? Would you have done something to him?
No, I didn't even hurt him that night. I wasn't even aggressive with him that night. I just helped her up, got her in the truck, and I left.
Dawn may have been happy to give her phone over to investigators and to retell the events of the night Stephanie left Chris, but she's not going to be happy when she learns what investigators found on her and Stephanie's phones. The messages between Dawn and Stephanie revealed what appeared to be a one-sided obsession. In just a few months, there were thousands of text messages from Dawn to Stephanie. Several of those text messages read things like, "My feelings for you are pretty overwhelming sometimes. There are times where I really can't get you off my mind." On Stephanie's phone, one text thread gave detectives the most concern. It was a text from an anonymous number sent just days before Chris's murder. The text threatened Stephanie, calling her a fat ass and demanding that she leave Chris. Detectives had an inkling from the get-go who the owner of the anonymous number was. In the meantime, however, that owner has more secrets to try and hide.
Do you own any firearms?
No, I have a pellet gun.
Pellet gun?
Yeah.
No other gun? When's the last time you fired a firearm?
A firearm?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when I was a teenager.
It's been several years then?
Yeah.
No time past couple weeks or anything?
No.
All right. When was the last time you went to the house with her?
Sorry?
The house where she lived.
Oh,
By the Circle K, Starkey.
To her house where she was staying with Chris.
I think I took her back there like a day or two after their fight.
To do what?
To pick up her car. She had left her car there.
You're saying that's around September-ish? Maybe a little bit earlier?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
What did you think when you found out she was pregnant?
Happy for her, but at the same time, worried for her. Worried because she says it's high pregnancy, high risk. Happy because she said that she wasn't supposed to have kids. I told her I was happy for her. I mean,
Were you worried about who she was having kids with?
to be honest with you, I don't think either one of them were ready.
Well, he beat her, right? I was trying to.
All I know for him hitting her one time is that
Okay.
one night.
Well, it made you mad, right? You called him a piece of shit. Said you guys were gonna have problems.
What made me mad was the stuff that he put on the page prior to that. They got taken off of her page.
What did he put on there?
Where he was bad-mouthing her and he bad-mouthed me and
What did he say?
he was calling her crazy, psycho.
What did he say about you?
Calling me names like, that's, what pissed me off. And
That wasn't the only thing that pissed her off. When police later went through Dawn's messages to Stephanie, they discovered her reaction to learning that Stephanie was pregnant with Chris's baby. Soon after finding out that she was pregnant, Stephanie decided that she wanted to give her relationship with Chris another go. To say that Dawn was happy for her isn't true whatsoever. Upon learning that Stephanie was pregnant and therefore couldn't go on a vacation with Dawn as Dawn had planned, Dawn replied, "That hurts a lot."
How much did you dislike him?
I can honestly say that I didn't like from what I saw in that night. The rest of it was hearsay. Her saying how they went back and forth for 6 years. That's hearsay. What really happened, there's two sides. Did he cheat on her the whole time? I don't know. I just know what I seen that one night.
What did she say about him cheating on her?
I guess they started dating in high school. And I guess that's the first time that happened.
Was he still doing it?
From what I understand, he's done it the whole time. I guess when they broke up, she said that their mutual friends finally told her that he was still doing it.
Did she ever say anything about him being depressed?
No.
About him being...
No.
Think she would talk to you about that if he was?
We didn't really talk about Chris. I knew she loved him. I knew she cared about him. I knew that no matter what happened, she would eventually go back. It was one of those relationships. So we never really talked about Chris. To me, it would just be, I told her, I was like, I think you can do better. She said her parents told her the same thing. But until someone's ready to actually leave, they're not going to leave.
That's true. It's a fair statement.
So.
Run me through your day yesterday.
Let me ask you a question about your phone real quick. Obviously, we've been talking to a lot of people today and stuff like that, and you have the instant messages on there. Would you have any problem with me downloading that? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go get that started so we can get it as soon as we can. I'll be right back. Do you need does it need to be like unlocked or anything like that?
Just down.
Huh? That's it?
Yeah.
Great.
You been on a trip or anything?
No. I drove around, but no, not on a trip.
So you were lying about that?
Or the trip.
Yeah, Stephanie said she thought you were on a trip.
I went, out of town. ran outside.
She showed us a message where you talked about unpacking or something.
Yeah. Well, I packed up because I was going to go to Tallahassee. But that's the day that it was raining all day. So I didn't want to drive all day in the rain.
So you didn't go anywhere. If you were lying about it, just say, I didn't tell her the truth. For whatever reason.
Well, yeah, I didn't tell her the truth about that yet.
Why not? Now's the time, okay? I'm going to tell you the same thing. I've talked to, since 8 o'clock yesterday morning, more people than I can count at this point. And here's the important, you're doing a lot of pausing before you answer your questions. I get it. You want to be, I think you're trying to be as truthful as you can be. I think you're formulating your answers at the same time to put yourself in the best light. Here's the thing. Like I told you before, a lot of what I'm asking you already know. All right. And the most important thing right now is to be truthful. If you're worried about your relationship with her, I'm not going to run and tell her what you're telling me. Okay? If you're worried about drugs or something else, I don't care. What I need right now from you is for you to tell me the truth about everything. All right? Because it doesn't look good when people lie. Okay? Lying to her is one thing. Lying to me or Detective Sires or somebody else is another. All right? So let's do each other pay each other the respect to tell each other the truth.
Yeah, I did lie to her and then go out of town. I mean, I was going to go out of town. But no, I didn't go out of town.
Why did you lie to her about that?
To be completely honest with you, I don't know. Maybe.
You do know. Every time we lie, we know why we're lying. We don't do it subconsciously.
Listen, we don't know you from anybody, right? Okay? So obviously what we're investigating is important, so we need to know the whole truth, okay? So don't feel that you have to hide something or you're embarrassed of something or anything else like that, okay? Best thing right now, just lay it on the table and just let us know, okay?
Basically, I was texting her to see if she wanted to hang out, and I just said I got back into town. Told her I was unpacking. That way, it would seem like it'll take me a while before I'm ready to hang out.
No other reason?
No.
You weren't trying to make her think you were gone for some reason.
No.
Have you ever tried to track her movements anyway via Find My Friends app or doing surveillance or
No.
anything like that? I'm not calling you a stalker. I'm just saying curiosity. Maybe you're worried about what Chris is going to do or anything like that. As innocent as it may have been, has anything like that ever happened?
No.
No. That's not why you told her you were out of town?
No.
Okay. Is there anything you haven't told us right now that's the truth? Now we're getting the whole truth thing out on the table.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
That's the God truth.
If Dawn was trying to create an alibi for Chris's murder by telling Stephanie she was out of town, it was a pretty bad attempt. Because what she tells police about what she did the night of the murder doesn't exactly paint her in an innocent light.
So you left again after you watched the movies, right?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you go?
Just drove all around the areas that I know. But I do that a lot. If you look at my Facebook, you will see where I put on my Facebook how when I need to think, I just drive around.
What are the areas you know?
Sometimes I go to Sunset Beach. It's on Treasure Island. Drive around St. Pete.
Did you drive around Seminole last night?
I drove up to where it was. There's only one club I know in Seminole.
Park Boulevard.
Because my crew person, Latique, wanted to go there and check it out. I actually took him there tonight.
What about last night?
It's one of the one right there on Stargate. I don't know the name of it, but I've seen the sign.
It's before Starkey. It's on your left hand side.
It's on the south side.
Treasure chest or something?
Yeah, that's it. So he said he wanted to go there. So I went to see where it was last night. I was driving all around. I went there, Park Street, Park Boulevard, where I used to live, off of Park Boulevard or Park Street.
So you were near where Chris lives last night, right?
Yeah.
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 What time was that?
I don't know, maybe 1?
Did you go in there?
No.
Did you pull in the parking lot?
No. Like, I've heard about the club. I heard it was dress code and all this, so but I didn't know exactly where it was.
Did you drive down Flamevine where Chris's house is at last night?
No.
Did you walk down Flamevine?
No.
What time did you get home?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't.
You understand the importance of that question, right?
No.
It's important. Give me your best guess of when you got home.
Maybe 3.
Could it have been after 3?
I don't think so. I think it was around 3.
Why do you think that?
Because I got home, took my dogs out again, and I came inside, and the clock said, I think it said like 3:30.
You're what, clock inside your house, alarm clock or something? Yeah.
Did you have your phone with you last night?
Mm-hmm.
Did you post on Facebook last night? Did you check in anywhere?
That was on Facebook.
Did you check in anywhere last night?
Check in? No. I never check in on Facebook.
So was anybody with you last night?
No.
You were by yourself?
I usually am by myself.
You drove around by yourself. For how long?
I usually drive around by myself. Sometimes an hour, 2 hours, it depends. If I go to Sunset Beach and that's it.
Specifically last night, how long did you drive around for?
Maybe an hour and a half.
What are you doing when you drive around?
Just listen to music and think. But I mean, like I said, I do that a lot.
Are you lonely?
I'm not lonely. I've always pretty much just kept to myself.
So the driving around.
I've always done that. That's how I've always, I don't know.
But are you lonely?
Process. Lonely? No. I got a house full of people. I got friends I know that care about me. I do have a couple of cousins that live here. Am I lonely? No.
You wish
Holidays? Yes. Holidays are lonely. I am.
Is there part of you that wishes, how old are you now, 37?
Yes.
Is part of you wishes at 37 you were married by now? That was going?
I've already been married.
Hey,
I've been there. Don't want to do that again.
don't want to do that again?
No.
All right, I understand that. Do you miss Stephanie?
Do I miss her? Yeah, we all miss her.
I'm asking about you.
Yeah, I miss her.
Are you a little heartbroken over what happened?
A little bit, yes.
Does it keep you up at night?
No.
Is that why you were driving around last night?
No. I'm driving around because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to stay here, if I want to move back.
So you're saying driving around is kind of like you thinking? When
That's
you
what
went
I
back to your
did.
neighborhood, did you go inside your house?
No.
You just,
Because I was going to go home. And I decided to go to BP instead.
okay.
Like I said, I mean, if you check my phone, you look at my Facebook, you see what I put on there. I would have put on Facebook. I'm driving around, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
I mean, to me, driving around, listening to my music, for me, it's the best way for me to think.
More than once, Dawn has pointed out that detectives can check her phone and Facebook for confirmation of her late-night drives. Oftentimes, suspects will do this to try and look like they're being cooperative with the investigation. In reality, Dawn isn't concerned about her cell phone's data whatsoever, because throughout the planning of the murder, she used a burner cell phone for all of her crime-related activities. Well, almost all of them. What initially tipped detectives off were deleted searches Dawn made on her primary phone, including how to buy a gun without a background check, cheap guns, and over 10 hours of browsing for guns on online marketplaces. Then there was the evidence on Dawn's burner phone. That included the threatening text that Stephanie received, calling her names and telling her to back off.
Did you see Chris at all last night?
No.
You didn't have any reason to confront him about anything last night?
No. I haven't even talked to Chris. The only thing I've ever said to Chris in person that day was when I told him when I was trying to help her out.
Do you know anybody that would want to hurt him?
I don't even know the people that he hangs out with. All I know is what she's told me.
Let me ask you something, Dawn. Why do you think we're here talking with you?
With me?
Yeah.
Because I didn't like him.
And he ended up dead?
Yes.
I mean, that's a logical jump, right?
Yes.
We want to find out who did this to him. Okay. So is that why you think, we ask if you would come down here and talk with us and all that?
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to talk to anybody that knew him or had anything to do with him.
Everybody, if we can.
Yes.
So,
But I mean, I also know, no, I did not like him. And no, I did not do anything to him.
you're telling us the truth.
That's the God truth.
Okay.
Do you know who did?
No. Like I said, I don't even know his friends. The only person I knew connected to him is Stephanie. And all I know is they all used to go hang out with some guy named Josh.
Would Stephanie do this?
I wouldn't think so.
Why not?
Because I know how much she loved him. Like I said,
A lot of people kill the people they love.
Stephanie have a gun?
I don't think so. That's right now.
You said you don't have one, right?
I have a pellet gun.
Where's
No,
that
I
at?
don't have a gun. It's at home.
So like a pistol or is it like a long rifle?
It's like a little handgun thing. We were gonna go camping like 3 years ago. I was gonna take it. I've never owned a gun.
So do you think Stephanie would hurt him?
I think she loves him too much.
You didn't go to that house at all last night.
No.
I'm going to tell you, be honest, because I don't know you, you don't know me. I find your drive around last night a little odd. Okay? And it causes me some concern. Alright? You driving around, you happen to drive right in the same area. of where something happened to Chris.
That's how I felt tonight when Stephanie called me, because when she called me, I was with my friend Latique and his cousin at that club when she called me.
What do you mean that's how you felt?
Like,
Concerned?
weird. Like, I am right there. And then she's calling me, telling me that something happened to Chris.
Why did that make you feel weird?
Because I'm right here.
Okay.
It just felt weird.
Okay. Explain that to me. I don't understand your feelings or what was going through your head. I mean, tell me about that.
This is the kind of stuff like you would see on TV. You never think that something like this will ever happen to you.
Something
Like
what?
that kind of weird, you know.
Just being involved in something like this, or
Pretty much.
that's
Like, I'm the kind of person
understandable.
where, like, I keep to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, I always have. Even with friends, I'm very...
Well, help me understand. When she called you and you felt weird, I mean, tell me, what's going through your head?
But first of all, when I finally understand what she's trying to say, I mean, I felt bad. Like, I don't like the guy, but I feel bad because that's somebody's son. That's somebody's family. You know, I've lost family. I've lost my mom. I've lost close relatives, and I know what that feels like. I mean, the holidays are coming up, and those are really hard for me because I don't have my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine what that would be like for another family to have to go through.
So you were feeling bad for his family?
I feel bad for anybody that goes through this, yes.
What about Stephanie?
Of course I feel bad for her. I know how much she cares about him.
What else were you thinking?
Like I said, this isn't something you expect to ever happen to you.
Was
You
it-
always hear it happen to somebody else, but it's never happens to someone that you know or you've heard of.
Okay, so were you surprised? Were you shocked?
I was
Did
shocked.
you
Like, I didn't
care?
even know what
Did
to
you not
say to
care?
her. Like, I felt bad for her, but I didn't know what to say to her. She said she would call me later. I mean, she's like, I know you didn't like him or don't like him. You know, did you do this? And I was like, no.
She asked you that?
Yes.
Why do you think she would ask that?
I don't know if she was still in shock or I don't know.
Could be because you don't like them.
There's a lot of people I don't like, but
So when we talk about
do
him,
something
though,
to someone,
everybody liked him from what we hear besides you.
that's not what I was told.
What were you told?
I was told that none of her friends like him. I only don't like him because of what I saw.
And obviously something happened on Facebook. I was looking at those messages. Those are pretty pointed messages, right?
Yes. I was angry.
How long was the Facebook messages after the incident in the yard?
Maybe like 2 months later.
You're still that angry?
No, I was angry because of the things that he's saying on there. But then I was just saying that, you know, a real man wouldn't hit a woman. Yeah, that makes me mad.
So
Any
you're
man
already
that's a
angry
woman.
at him, but then he had other Facebook messages which caused more anger or caused your messages? That's what you're saying?
Caused me to reply in anger, yes.
Okay.
You're a piece of shit for ever putting your hands on her. So keep your mouth shut before you and I have problems. So you're not saying you're pissed off about what he said on Facebook. You're calling him a piece of shit for putting his hands on her 2 months later. So now this was September. This is about 2 months after that. Are you still pissed off? It's okay if you are. If I saw somebody put hands on somebody I care about, I'd be pissed off still.
I will always be pissed off whenever I see a man hit a woman. Do I think that would change? No. But like I said, even my brother has hit women. Do I like it? No. But
Let's switch roles a little bit right now, right? You be the detective for a minute.
okay.
All right. I've got a dead guy. Right? I've got you blocks from his house. Literally blocks from his house the night this happened. And you're telling me I was just driving around. Which is somewhat logical. Hear me, do you believe that? Do you take that on face value?
It's like you said. I don't know you, you don't know me. I'd probably, I don't know, check up on you. Look to see, I mean, talk to your friends and stuff. See what kind of person you are.
In fact, that's exactly what law enforcement went on to do shortly after this interrogation. After thoroughly reviewing Dawn's phones, detectives found messages between her and one of her friends just 2 days before the murder. These messages indicated that Dawn was picking up something from her friend. After only a few minutes of questioning this friend in February of 2017, he caved, telling police that he sold Dawn a gun for $200. Conveniently, detectives were able to see that Dawn had pulled $200 out of an ATM on the day those texts were sent, corroborating their story. But they decided to take things a step further. They put a wire on Dawn's friend and had him question her about the gun, asking what happened to it because he was concerned about his own fingerprints being on it. In response, Dawn calmly told him it's gone and indicated that he didn't have to worry about it ever being found.
I mean, because I was still hanging out when she called me to tell me what happened. I was going to call her or text her when I was done hanging out with Latik and them.
Okay, so
But
you
she
still
called
planned
me.
on
Yeah, but
hanging out with her just later?
she called me before I was done hanging out.
Yeah.
I was hanging out with them when she
You're
called me.
gonna
and
hang out
told
with
me.
them, you're gonna hang out with her later.
If she wanted to hang out, yes.
Okay. Alright. So I kind of walked in on the end of the thing about something about you lying to her about being out of town.
Yeah, I mean,
what was that?
about being out of town, I mean,
When was that?
yesterday it was.
Before or after you texted her about hanging out?
It was the same time.
Same time?
Yes.
Okay, so how did that go? I'm sorry, I missed that portion.
I told her I was out of town. I wasn't.
Why?
Honestly, I put in the text.
Listen.
I just gotten back. And I was
Everything we should be
unpacking.
talking about right now should be honest. Okay?
That's what I'm
So you
saying.
don't have to
Honestly,
preface it with honestly. Just please tell me
I told her
that.
that I was unpacking stuff and I had to do laundry. Asked her if we can hang out because I didn't want her to think it was like right away, that we could do it later. Basically, not trying to put pressure on her to hang out.
Okay. But you wanted to hang out.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all grown adults, okay? I'm damn near 50 years old, okay? I've had a lot of relationships in my life, okay? Some of them have not gone so well, all right? And whether I was mad at that person, not mad, or anything else like that, a part of me still loved that person, okay? And it's human nature to want that person to want you or whatever it may be, okay? Emotionally, whatever that might be, okay? So I played these little games that you're talking about and you just don't want to just come out and say it, okay? I've been there where I want to go find out who the girl's hanging out with, you know? Is she hanging out with some other dude? Is she doing this? Is she doing that or something like that, okay? This is a human emotion. So if that's what's going on, please just say it, okay?
Nothing to be ashamed of.
You keep saying love. It wasn't love.
Okay.
We weren't even talking that long.
Okay, well, we don't know. I want to know
We
what
weren't
it
talking
is.
that long.
Okay.
I mean, I even told my boss at work that we were talking. But that was it. We were only talking.
Okay.
But we weren't even talking that long. Maybe.
You can't say you're only talking. I mean, you told us before you guys were intimate, right? She told us you guys had. So, I mean.
I say talking because that's what
We're talking.
That's what we called it, was talking. Because neither one of us is ready for a relationship.
So it was just.
Yeah, I mean, we were not messing around long enough to even think about the L word.
Mm. Okay, but you cared for her.
I think she's a good girl. I think she has a big heart. I think she means well.
You said before you cared for her.
And yeah, I
Right.
do care.
I mean, generally most people, you have somebody you care for them to some extent, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth to say that you loved her or something
No, I
like
do
that.
care.
But you had some feelings for her,
I do
Okay.
care.
which is the whole reason why you lied to her for some reason, because, you know, for whatever reason, when you talk to exes or friends or whatever, you don't want to put yourself out there and be the needy person, right? You don't want to say, hey, I really, please come hang out with me. I really want to hang out with you. You don't want to be that person. You want to try to play cool and shit, okay? See if they want you. See if you get what I'm saying? Is that what's going on here?
I just genuinely miss my friend. Honestly, I miss my friend. She
Okay.
is a good person. She has a big heart.
Okay. So why be deceptive about being out of town? I just don't, it's not adding up in my head.
To me, it was a way to I don't know, how do I put it? You understand it. Say you were hurt, right? And I'm talking to you. I'm saying, I just got back. I need to unpack and all this. Making it like it's not really a big deal. No pressure. Because I don't want her to think that there's any pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I miss my friend.
But you want to hang out.
Yeah, I would like to hang out, but I miss my friend.
Okay.
And that's what it comes down to.
Okay. Did you ever make a remark to her in the past about knowing that she's not home or something like that, implying that, you know, you're watching her house or you're watching her or something?
Oh, yeah, it was a while back. We were texting.
A while
then,
back being what?
After she moved back in with her parents.
Okay.
Yeah, we were texting back and forth. And then she didn't text for a few minutes. And then she texted back and said something. I was like, you're not even home. I was playing with her, stroking. I was at home. Home.
Okay. How long ago was this?
2-3 months ago. Right after she moved in her parents' house.
Okay. Now, see, that, again, causes me concern because I think about myself and my text conversations and phone conversations and stuff. And if I was just playing around with somebody about something like that, I probably wouldn't even remember that freaking conversation. But I brought it up to you in a certain way and you snapped right to it. So was the intent behind it?
Oh, because I've done little things for her, roses and a teddy bear and even a dog.
What do you mean a dog? Like a dog?
Not a horse. Like a stuffed animal.
Okay.
I don't understand what does that mean?
I mean, I put it on her car.
What
when
I'm
she was at
asking
work.
is, did you imply to her that you were stalking her or you were watching somewhere?
No.
Okay.
I've never watched her.
Okay, but that was my question. And then you snapped to some comment 2-3
No,
months
I mean,
ago.
that's the only thing that I've done, but that was at work.
What was that work?
The teddy bear and the roasting.
Oh, okay. You're putting that on. I'm not really putting that on the same level as stalking. I'm saying, have you ever? You were asked before. Have you ever followed her? Have you ever gone to check her out to see if she's with Chris or somebody else or anything like that?
No,
When you guys were together or not together?
we've never been together.
Okay, talking.
No, I've never followed her, never watched her. No.
Okay. So that comment that you're telling me about, you made it, but it was.
Because she used to make comments to me all the time, like, we'd be playing around at work or something, and I'd be checking on her, and she'd be like, "You stalker." I'm like, "Oh, how did you know?" And when you used to make the jokes about how I'd be texting her at night, or I'll be talking to her at work, and she'll say something, I'd be like, "Oh, could you leave the curtain open so I could see more?" But we'd make jokes.
And I get that. People make jokes like that too. But I'm saying this comment that you made was
I thought it
a
was
joke?
that was a part of the joke. I mean, the jokes that we made.
We'll knock that stuff out and we'll try to get you out of here, okay? I appreciate you coming down and talking to us, all right? And keep in mind, even though we're asking pointed questions and all that kind of stuff, what we're trying to do is figure out what's going on,
I
okay?
understand.
Right.
We haven't asked you anything we haven't asked 12 other people over there. Okay, it's nothing personal. All right?
Way back.
Despite the detectives' assurance that they were merely following protocol, Dawn was arrested on March 7, 2015 for the first-degree murder of Christopher Rotenberger. In December of 2018, she was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison. Fortunately, Stephanie was able to carry her and Christopher's daughter to term. She was named in honor of her father, and it appears that his legacy remains at the center of his daughter's life.